Hello everybody. Well, this is my very first review of the day's trade, and my name is Tatu, and I would like to welcome you all to my channel. As always, as a disclaimer, all the trades that I take are specifically done on my studies, so please do not just follow blindly, do your own research. What I will be doing here is review of today's trade that I've taken. I had to be at work this morning early, so I couldn't take any morning trades, but while I was at work I saw this opportunity here on AFRM and I took it, and I'll tell you what happened. So I purposely kept five of my shares on there just for the purpose of this video. And the noise you're hearing in the background, they vacuuming the hallway, so ignore it. So anyway, so I'll show you where I got in. I got in here at 94.62, right here. Right here I bought 100 shares, right? Bought 100 shares, and you can see where if you look down here, you can see my orders. This is where I went in. I got in, and a spike. First it came down. I'm like, you know what, I know this stock was on the rampage of surging up earlier. So earlier last week, the last 2 weeks has been a hot stock, but now it's dying down, and it gapped up all the way from where? From 68.03 all the way up to 96. So I know no stock stayed hot that long, so I kind of had a better idea, and I actually traded this in my paper account right here, and I'm actually $1,500 up on there. I shorted it at right here. I shorted it at no, not at 92. I hate this. I gotta bring it over here. So hold on, bring this up a little bit. So I averaged in at 95.90. But don't mind my paper account, I just do this one. I just so you know, I did practice a lot, and I still do. Like if I'm not sure of a stock, instead of putting real money on there, I would practice on there. So if you look up here, this is my day profit. My personal goal is $60 a day. So when I hit my 60, I either, if I have a trade going my way like this one where I traded up here and it's down here, I usually leave a couple of shares just to see how much I can get. Then if it's coming back on the negative side, then I'll sort it out and for a profit. So anyway, let me tell you, this was really interesting, because I sold up here. No, it was over here that I sold. Yes, right here. And as soon as I sold it, it came down. There it is. So it came down, right? Actually, it was right here, right there. So I sold it here in this candle right here, and it reversed on me. Then I knew if whenever a stock does that, you bought in and it switched on you, it's usually I'll go playing it. So it came down, so I assume someone bought in, and it drops right down and it spikes right back up. It went from 94.60, it went from 94.28 all the way to 95.60. So I was in deep red, but the way it did it, it was so fast. Then I knew it had to be algo. I mean, shoot. And there's no way in algo, whenever there's a stock going one way, that's the way the algo's gonna do it. They're gonna go up or down to knock you out, hit your stop loss, and then go right back to the trend they were going in. So I didn't worry about it. And again, disclaimer: I do not at all recommend this tactic. That's just what I've learned, and this is something you're gonna learn over by experience only. And eventually you'll get it back down. And even I don't have it all the way down, okay? Because if I had like 500 shares on there and it goes up over $1, I would probably try to sell it, and I would panic sell, and then it would come right back my way. And that's what the algo does. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. Knocks you out, scare you out of your trade, and then come right back after that. So I stayed in the trade, came back down, and here, this is where I got some peace. I was like, you know what? It's the second it broke that 28 down here, and I was like, okay, with that tail and the end it's red, it's gonna pull back, and once it pull back, it's coming right back. So I just kept following that trend, and it did exactly what I pictured it would do. So from then I started selling. You can see here, I sold half of it. I have my goal is to stop loss 20 cents, which in my case is $20, and my positive, if they're going my way, I start taking profit at 30 cents, so it's one tick over. So here I am. I sold at 50. I sold 50 shares at 26, so down 94.26. And I've learned multiple times pigs get slaughtered, so I was not too greedy. So down here, when they hit here, I sold some. I mean, well, I bought in since I shorted it. I bought some, and then the stock kept coming down, pulled back, came back down, and then I bought 25. Another 50% of my shares here, let me put this down here at 94, which is down here. Okay, so when it hit this here, I bought at 94. Okay, so it pulled back again, because think about it, every time I would buy some shares, and this is how I know algo is controlling this stock, every time I would buy some shares, it would sink. Every time I would sell some shares, it would fly up. So I did that, so it pulls back, and down here when it broke 93.73 here, this, see where I marked it? I marked it right here. So when it broke that here and it pulls back, it didn't pull back to the previous resistance, I knew this stock was done for the day. I knew it was done. So I sold some that 25 at 94 just to secure 75% of my shares, and then I sold 10 shares at 93.50 because it came down here. And to remind you, I was at work, so I had to keep checking my phone, and I didn't want to deal with it. So as soon as I see the gap down, I sold some right here, because I knew whenever there's a gap down, it will fill the gap up, and I didn't want to deal with that. And I wasn't on my computer to take care of that right away. So anyway, so it keeps flushing down, and I saw the stock down here, and this is from previous days. That's a level. So once it broke that level here and it couldn't break past over it, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna sell 5 shares and then just keep the rest for this. But I am gonna sell the rest of these shares though, because at 3 o'clock power hour, the algo's gonna bring it back up to the VWAP just to get some more buyers, and then flush it right back down. Because whenever they buy stocks, they have to get rid of it at the end of the day. So I'm gonna sell here at 67. What I do is I always sell on the ask, and I always buy on the bid. Unless it's a really volatile stock, then I will buy All right, so I'm in Snap right now, right here, and I'm risking 20 cents for it, and as soon as I bought in right 45 here, I bought it on the day to break the day, and right 45 I bought in this here. So right now, let's see, stick to your stop loss, do not disrespect your time loss, and let's see where this goes.
Until this kind of happened, until it broke like 3,300, it was pretty oily, and then it just repeated all the way down, touches 29 even to the mark, apparently on Kraken, and then comes all the way back to where we are right now, and now we're just chilling out as if it was just a normal day for us.
I got VWAP all the way down here. I'm looking for a closer VWAP retest at the end of the day.
Yeah, this must be a problem. This is showing 42,000 exactly there. But when you get a crash from 50 to 42,000 there on Bitcoin, like anything like this, these quick crash, I think you need to buy those bottoms. And you're never going to get the very bottom.
Look at that, man.
Ahead of you, and then take it. So 43,000.
Look at that. I told you, if I could short this stock low, I would right up here. Because look at that level, look at that, rejected on the green bar, rejected, and then spiked up. But if it was going to break, if it was going to break out, it would have done it at 3 o'clock down here when it tried, right here. And this is the best 3 o'clock can give it. This is just to get the sellers out, or get what they can from the buyers, so they can sell everything they got. Look at that, coming right back. I told you, man, this know your risk, but knowing that algos are working. See, this stock was on the path down. It broke the daily, retest the 100, and then came back down. It was rejected. So that's a sign that it's gonna break that. And if it breaks the 1 day, my yellow lines mean a daily break. Let me show you this right here. My yellow lines are day breaks, daily levels. My greens are weekly. My reds are monthly, my blues are quarterly, and the purples are my yearly levels, okay? See this? I need one right here, but we all the way up here, so we're not worrying about it. And my daily intradays are my dotted lines. So now let's see if we're gonna break it. If we break that daily level here at 76.41, it's gonna be a nice little chunk change. Okay, come on. See this right here? All right. Okay. This is, we're at Snap, and I don't like this. I don't like the rejection here. The buyers coming in higher at 44, but right back up. I don't like that at all. But now I gotta watch this level here. And my stop is at 65.
And Roblox through 85, that's a good one. I like the trade. I don't have any problem with it. Just don't want to average in right here. Would rather average in lower. So we'll wait.
Oh, Baba broke 2 of my levels, man.
Like I'm talking like these are losing trades.
I swear.
15 cents on Facebook and 12 cents on Roblox, which are both monster stocks that can move. So let's wait for those to see if it can get going. You guys, I look for more. NMTC.
Look at that.
Well, so NMTC.
Consolidate right here. Consolidate right here. Broke down.
Yeah, so it's not
This is the previous, my
10.9,
solid
so
whites or my
looking
previous day
like he wants to take it
highs
out.
and
We've got to
lows.
get to 550 or so before
So it's
we
gonna
get
come
back
down
to it
here
again. Maybe even this whole level
and
of
get some
565.
leverage
So
and
I
then
don't know if we get
shoot
there
right
now.
back
We're
up.
27 minutes to
But
go. Well,
I have
we're getting
30
very close here.
minutes.
We have the Toronto imbalances coming
I
in
do
soon, so
not
it should be exciting to look at. And
want
we're
to
gonna
be
have it
in
as a Facebook
any
Roblox one time.
trades at the end of the day. Whoa. Okay. Here. What was this setting for? No, I don't like this. Okay.
So we can get into that 9:35. I'll just take the trade off. I'm not trying to sit there holding it into 4 o'clock or anything like that. It doesn't flat at the end of the day. But this is a breakup that I probably like a little bit better than Skills. Skills stalling out a little bit here. I'm giving that to about 12:40 to 12:45. So that's my range is going to be. I know I just put that one in the chat for you guys, but might as well say it out loud. There it is. Finally, BBIG breaking. Now we got like 920 to the upside. I'm looking right in this range. It was right here at 930 that it tried to get through to go in the last week and stalled at 950. So I'd like to see it press into that range, and then I can try and take it out in the middle of it. BBIG, come on, baby. I should stop. I can't call it because it's bingo venture. You just got to give it one more chance. I mean, come on. Come on, man. Slow clap. So I should know, sorry. So I gotta get out of the trade first and then give the slow clap. Yeah, exactly. So I just got out. We talked about the target range. I just got out at 935 at the top. I had a target. I wanted that break. I'm not gonna sit here looking dip towards the mouth, which by the way, looking dip towards the mouth is the same. It means that you shouldn't be ungrateful about a gift that the market gives you. So it goes right into the target range I want after stalling out and retesting that 880 level. Now I can actually think about short. If I like a short at around 950, I'll obviously have to be flat. I can't go long and short at the same time. Now I'm going to be looking to see if it's going to hold 950 for a reversal on BBIG. Yeah, these guys are loving this. Yeah, juicy trade. BBIG is ready to die. Yeah, you guys got that one. So good on all of y'all out there. Shout out to, you know what? I think it's the anniversary of when Tupac got shot. Actually, not his death, because he died 9 days after in the hospital. So. What's up to all those guys, of course? Are they still with us? Nobody knows. All eyes on us. That's right. Good one. Yeah, exactly. Okay. ZIOP moving around again. What about MMAT? Hold up, cereal box. We can talk about MMAT here again. Meta Materials in great now. Nice movement off the bottom. If you're calling $5 the bottom, but there it is right here. Looking like he wants to take this out, man. 550. Not just mentioning because we cereal, but what is your favorite cereal? I bought my kids Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Lucky Charms, and then the wife basically almost killed me because there's too much sugar involved in those cereals. Alright, so 550 here, I like that for Meta Materials. You may not have enough time left, but this is a name that can get going. We've seen it in the 100 millions or so before. Now you're up to 25 million today. This is a good little spot there. Check it out on the daily chart, which of course isn't loading for me. But MMAT, what was it, 8 bucks or so last week? Or was that really the high? No, 11 in chart. But last week there was 650 or so. So actually holding up quite well there. Maybe a long back to 450, but I don't mind a 550 right there. Yeah, and okay, getting out of BBIG to look for a short. It didn't really even give a chance. Like it got up.
Netflix is breaking.
But it really didn't spend any time or trade up in that range very long to get a short off of 950. But of course, had to get flat. So the top, at least for now, it seems
man, look at that.
On BBIG, but I can
consolidate, spike, lower. Consolidate, spike, lower.
But I gotta get the skills because this one not looking like it's as good a break. Now I like BBIG
from 609 to 607. Easy. That would have been a nice $2 dip right here.
And again, this had more to do with looking at this higher time frame and liking this 1260 level a little bit better than that 1250. If you're wrong about that, it looks like it might be. Certainly on skills, it hasn't broken that 40 to 45, so I'm still going to be long in the trade. But if it does literally nothing, I'll probably just cover it whatever. If I can cover it flat before 350, I'll go ahead and do that because if it can't break out from this range and we're still trading up and down 5 to 10 pennies from this point, there's no reason that I should be holding on to that trade at the end. And then TPNG, which I thought would be making some power moves. That's a New York, of course. I'm gonna type it wrong. This can't be the truth, but like honestly, both.
Thank you guys so much for watching today. As always, make sure you trade at your own risk. Make sure that you are willing to lose what you trade. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Thank you so much.